New plants from spores. Non-flowering plants like fern and mosses do not reproduce by seeds. They make spores. Each spore can grow into a new plant. The spore of the fern grows into a heart-shaped leaf, which then develops into the main fern plant. Mushroom and other fungi also make spores. So what they're telling that some plants which doesn't bear seeds, what they do, they make spores. Each spores can grow into a new plant. The spores of fern grows into a heart-shaped leaf, which then develop into a main fern plant. Mushroom and other fungi also make spores. New plant from different parts of the mother plant. Some plants grow new plants from their different parts. As you know that from the branches also you can get new plant, like stem of rose, hibiscus and sugarcane are also grown from stem cutting. A length of stem is planted into soil, which grows into a new plant. So what they are telling, different parts in stem, the stem of rose, hibiscus and sugarcane also grow in from stem cutting. A length of stem is planted into soil, which grows into a new plant. This, if you cut a length of stem and you plant it on soil, then you can see that a new plant has grown. Plant ginger, turmeric, etc. are in fact the underground stem, as you can see in the picture, like potato and ginger and turmeric are the underground stem of these plants. These stems bear buds and store food in them. When buds having pieces of the stem or full stem are placed inside the soil, they will grow into plants after a few days. So what they are telling? They are telling that when potato, ginger and turmeric are also known as underground stem bearing plants, when this underground stem collect or store the food in them, when buds having pieces of stem or full stem are placed inside the soil, they will grow into plants after a few days. So I hope all of you understood till this much. Now plants like onion, lily, gladioli, tuberose, etc. grow from underground stem called bulbs because they have the shape like a bulb. As you can see in the picture, the onion and gladioli picture is given on the screen. You can see. So what they have told that these plants grows from underground stem called bulbs because they have the shape like a bulb. Now next is roots. The special root of a sweet potato grows into a new plant. As you can see that from the root only we can get a new plant. That is, the special root of sweet potato can grow into a new plant. Now leaf. Some leaves grows new plants from their edges. The new plants have their own leaves and roots. These roots grow long till they reach the ground. Then the new plant separates and grows on its own. Bryophyllum reproduce from its leaf. Here we are seeing the reproduction via leaf. In this, what they are telling, some plants have from their leaves only new plant grows. If the leaf fall on land, then from the leaf only new plant will grow. So for example, bryophyllum, if you will see bryophyllum, when the leaf of bryophyllum fall on land, then from the land new plant, from the leaf only the new plant grows. So bryophyllum is an example of those types of plants which can grow from leaf. Next is crops. Plants which are grown in a large area for the purpose of food and other uses are called crops. The process of growing crops is known as cultivation. As we know that the process of growing plant is known as cultivation. Different plant grows in different climate and at different place depending upon the kind of soil and amount of water they need. In India, the two main types of crops are crops like wheat and gram that are grown in winter are called rabi crops. In summer, rice, maize, jowar and bajra are grown, they are called kharif crops. So what they are telling, some crops are there in our country or in the world that they need to be cultivated in a huge amount so that the requirement by the human beings can be fulfilled. They are grown in different season, different crops are grown. Now before that they have told a definition that what is cultivation, or this large scale growing is known as cultivation. Plants which are grown in a large area for the purpose of food and other uses are called crops. This process of growing crops is known as cultivation. Means if you will grow crops for a large areas or for a large amount of food, for large requirement of food, then these plants or these seeds are known as crops. These plants are known as crops, and this process of cultivation, this process of growing of crops are known as cultivation. Different plant grows in different climate and at different place depending upon the kind of soil and amount of water they need. In India, we know that two types of crops are there, rabi crops and kharif crops. Rabi crops are those which are wet and gram and which are grown in winter, whereas summer crops like rice, maize, jowar and bajra, they are known as kharif crops. Now define crops in different season, different soil, define crops in different soil. Due to varied climatic condition and different types of soil, different crops are grown in different parts of our country. Like you can see in the picture, jute need clayey soil and plenty of water. It grows in West Bengal. So the West Bengal soil is little bit more water is there in the West Bengal soil, so it is a clay soil, and this clay soil is good for jute. Next, rice also need clay soil and plenty of water. It grows in Tamil Nadu, West Bengal, Bihar and etc. Means in the different places like Jharkhand and Punjab, this side, whereas rice also grows. Plant wheat grows in irrigated sand soil of Punjab and Uttar Pradesh. Wheat, as you can see that wheat is growing on irrigated sandy soil. Jowar and bajra grows in the sandy soil of Rajasthan, whereas cotton grows well in black soil of central and western India. Maize grows in dry soil of both plains and hills. Coconut trees grows in the sandy soil near the coast. Onion and groundnut need a well drained sandy soil. Onion and groundnut grows on well drained sandy soil. Now origin of plants. When plants which are popularly grown in one country may not be the native of India. Some plants which are popularly grown in our country may not be the native of India. They may be originated in other countries. Yes, obviously they may be originated in other countries which are large scale grown in our country, may not be our country's plant. First they are grown in other countries and then they came in India. Kalahari Desert in Africa. Kalahari Desert, this watermelon was grown in the Kalahari Desert of Africa. Mango in the subcontinent of Indian subcontinent. Orange, mango and orange in the subcontinent of India. Apple in China. Apple came from China. Then banana came from Papua New Guinea. Then from Indonesia, black pepper and cloves came from Indonesia. Wheat from Syria and Turkey. Wheat came from Syria and Turkey, whereas onion and grapes came from Egypt. Chili from South America. Potato from Peru. Lady's finger from Ethiopia, and coffee from also Ethiopia, and cinnamon from Sri Lanka. So we will know that from which part of the world which plant came. Now we will see about that. We will learn about tea. Tea plant need warm and humid climate to grow. Plenty of rainfall and sunshine are required for these plants to grow well. Since waterlogged harm the growth of the plant, tea plantation are found on the hill slopes. Tea plant need moist soil. They grow on steppes of hilly areas of Assam, Nilgiri and Darjeeling. After water, tea is the most widely consumed beverage in the world. It has a cooling, slightly bitter and astringent flavor. So what they are telling, the tea actually grows in Assam and the West Bengal part. In this, what they are telling that in this part of our country, what we need to do, the tree is grown in the different parts of Assam and in the different parts of West Bengal like Darjeeling. Actually, tea is the one of the most favorable drink by the people of our country and India also. Tea is little bit, it has a property of cooling inside our body. Actually, we feel that when we drink tea, we feel little bit relaxed. Actually, tea plantation is done only in the water filled soil and the hilly slopes. And the three main types of tea most commonly found in the market are black tea, Ulga tea, green tea. All these variety can be made from the same bush. The only difference is that they are processed differently. Puru tea, a double fermented black tea, is also often classified as almost the most popular type of tea. Herbal tea usually referred to an adding of leaves, fruits, flowers, herbs to the tea. So different types of tea are there. Most famous tea is double fermented tea, that is Puru tea. A double fermented tea is often classified as the most popular tea types of tea. And the difference between, actually all the types of tea are grown from one bush only, same bush the tea is grown. The different types came from different types of processing. By different processing, different types of tea is came. So I hope all of you have understood till this much whatever I have explained. Now I will give you the notes of this chapter, so there shouldn't be any confusion. Thank you.